Hi, and welcome to Autism Really Does Speak. And I am with your guest speaker on today, Dan and Marquise Scott. And we're here live today with you because if you don't know, now you know that the month of April is the month of autism awareness. And Dan, as your autism advocate, is going to say a few words to encourage those who might be struggling with autism to let you know that you can do it. Uh, this is our speaker today, Dan and Marquis Scott, and this is a T of L production. And we thank you on today for your listening ears. We thank you for tuning in. So if you know somebody, if you have somebody that is autistic, reach out to them and let them know because I do believe that they're going to be blessed by today's segment. They're going to be encouraged and strengthened to know whatever challenges that they face, they can overcome them. And we have a prime example of overcoming autism sitting right here with us. And he's going to speak for a few minutes on what autism, just to give you a little background on Dannon. Dannon is autistic. He was diagnosed with autism in his junior year. I want to say his junior year or senior year of high school. Before then, he had other diagnoses, but once we pinpointed it, we knew how to address it. Dannon was faced with many challenges. There were so many things that they said that he wouldn't do in life or that he would be delayed in doing in life. But the goodness and the grace and the faith of God has got Dannon over those hurdles and those obstacles. And he's going to share some of that with you today. He's going to share how he overcame those obstacles, and he's going to share some of those achievements with you on today. And we thank you once again for tuning in. We thank you for your listening ears. Like I said, if you know somebody that is dealing with autism or any kind of challenge on today, invite them to tune in so they can hear what our advocate of autism has to say on today. And we thank you so much for your listening ears. We thank you so much for tuning in. And we hope that this segment blesses you. Once again, welcome to Autism Really Does Speak. You can do it. And now I'm going to leave you with your autism advocate, Dan Scott, and he's going to come forth with some encouraging words and some really good advice on how to overcome those obstacles and let you know that you can do it.
Hello, my name is Dennis Scott. Welcome to Autism Really Speaks. Speak. You can do it. I am going to give you 3 steps to help you win. Step 1. Find your genius. Try new things. Find what you like. See what comes easy for you. Becomes great at it. Becomes great at it. Step 2. Set your mind to do it. You can do it. Never give up. Invest in you. Step 3. Believe faith said you can just do it. Overcome challenges. You will win. Now, here's my mom, and my mom begins support
So I thank you on today for that brief commentary that Dana did. That right there was even a challenge for him because one of the things that they said that he would struggle with is reading. But of course, as you can see, he's reading. So, like he said, you can do it. You can win. Right here, it tells us to find your genius. Find those things that appeal to you. Find those things that are easy for you. Find those things that come natural for you and tweak it and become great at it. Set your mind to do it. You can do it. Don't ever give up and become great at it. And it says the last and final thing is believe. I heard it once said that anything worth having is worth working for and waiting for. In order to get something, you definitely have to go through something. And that's why one of the points was to overcome challenges. And we thank you on today for tuning in. And we just want to now share some of the challenges that Dannon has been faced with. One of them we shared with you was reading. They said he probably wouldn't read, but of course he's reading because he never gave up. And as a result of his reading, Dannon has accomplished quite a few goals. Dannon is now a peer mentor. He's able to advocate on behalf of other autism candidates. So they said he would never do that. Say he would never go to college. He probably wouldn't succeed in college. And granted, he didn't go to colleges, but there were some other doors that opened for him. Like I said, once again, he's a certified peer mentor that he's able to advocate for others. He's also a 2-time certified international speech giver. Twice he took that course and twice he was certified. So that is another accomplishment. He didn't give up. He set his mind to it. He figured out what he wanted to do and he became great at it. And now he's doing it for others. He's helping others. He's advocating for others. And we're just so grateful and thankful that he didn't give up, that he didn't stop, that he didn't let his challenges that were facing him stop him from being what they said that he wouldn't be. And then, last but not least, this is the one thing they said he probably would never get. You guys, this is his high school diploma. Yes, he has an actual high school diploma. He graduated with a high school diploma. They said he wouldn't achieve it. They said he wouldn't receive it. But I thank God on today for Dannon's faith that Dannon was able to achieve and accomplish that goal. One of the things that Dannon is firm in his faith. One of the points that he presented to you guys was that believe. Faith says that you can. So he believed that he could do those things. He set his mind to do those things and he accomplished those things. Remember, these are things that he said as he was coming up, as he was growing up, as he faced challenges, as he was set apart, as he was teased, as he was bullied, as he was set to the back of the classroom because they didn't have a curriculum that could sustain him. But yet here he is overcoming obstacles and overcoming challenges and facing those things. And he's overcoming mountains and he's doing things that they said that he wouldn't do. And out of the testimony of his own mouth, you just heard him reading. And he did an awesome job introducing this segment of Autism Really Does Speak. So no matter what your challenge is, no matter what you're faced with, no matter what the obstacle is, you have an opportunity to set your mind to do it. And remember, you can do it. It says that you can do it. You are a winner. He says that if you become great at it, you can win. And we thank you. And one of the main topics we talked about was finding your genius. Yes, find your genius. If you know anything about autism, you understand that even though there's some inabilities, there is an ability that is extraordinary. And once you find that extraordinary ability, you can become great at it. And then those challenges that you were facing makes you feel like that you are an extraordinary part of life because now there's something that you can do that nobody else can do as well as you. And we thank you on today for your listening ears. We thank you for tuning in. This segment, of course, is not as long, it is not as lengthy as our regular segments. But we just wanted to share something with you on today's segment before the month of autism. I have on my autism shirt, it says unique, amazing, blessed, and loved. So we just wanted to share some of that with you guys, and we wanted to be a blessing to those who are struggling with challenges. You don't think that life has included you, but I'm here to tell you that life has included you. So many things he has been excluded from, so many things he has been set to the side because they felt like he couldn't do it, they felt like he couldn't achieve it. But I'm here to tell you today that he is an overcomer. He's earned his right to be in this place, to be before you, speaking on behalf of others, to tell you that you can do it, you can win, you can overcome obstacles, because autism really does speak. Autism has a voice. Let it be your voice. Speak on behalf of others. Let them know that the challenges and the goals that you set and faced and overcome, that they can do it as well. So we thank you on today for your listening ears. I want to thank our guest speaker on today, Dan and Scott. Uh, Thank you for your listening ears, and we hope that you tune in to the next segment of Autism Really Does Speak. We will be coming to you with times and dates as well, so that you can be well informed that autism really does speak. So many times before we found out what was really going on with him, there was little understanding. And even when we did find out about autism, there was not enough people to give enough information. So we had to kind of dig and research. We had to dig for things and find things for him. But once we got the information that we need, we understood that it's not the end, but it's only the beginning. If I can go scripture on you, I can remember plenty of nights where he would cry. If he wasn't crying, I was crying, because we were both trying to understand what was going on with him. There were plenty of nights where we both cried, but there was always a way made. And then I began to work my faith. I began to pray, and I began to seek God about the situation, because you know how when something is wrong with your child, the first thing we want to do is we want to say, well, is it something I did wrong? Well, what happened? Why was he born like this? But I put my faith to work, and I put prayer in action, and God gave me a scripture. And I want to encourage somebody with this scripture on today. God gave me a scripture in the Gospels, and it talked about the blind man, the man who was born blind. And they came to Jesus and they asked him, they said, who sinned, the mother or the father? And Jesus said, no man has sinned. And then they said, well, did he sin? What did he do? And Jesus said, he didn't do anything. This is all for my glory. So no matter what you're struggling with, I promise you, if you give it over to God, if you let your faith lead you and guide you, God will take it and he'll turn it into something. And where you thought it was a challenge, God will turn it into his glory. And I just thank God on today for you. I didn't mean to go scripture, but I'm just trying to tell you how we were sustained, how we got through it, because it was a challenging time for us. It was a very challenging time for him, but he overcame it. And now he's declared a winner, because he did things that they said that he wouldn't do. He talks, he walks, he speaks, he takes classes, he does everything that they said that he wouldn't do. And I'm just grateful to God on today for him. So we thank you once again for tuning in. Tune into our next segment of Autism Really Does Speak, where we can give you some more in-depth insight, where we can encourage you and strengthen you, and just be a blessing to those who are dealing with some of the things that we're dealing with. And I thank God on today that he took Dannon's life and he made it an example that he can use his life to encourage and to strengthen others who are dealing with the same things that he is dealing with. And I thank you on today once again. Dannon thanks you. And
Thank you.
But say it again.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next segment of Autism Really Does Speak. You can do it. And we thank you, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a blessed day.